So you want to build out your home YouTube studio? Well, you are in the right place because today I'm going to give you tips for your video studio background and ideas for you to build it out yourself. And no, this is not a green screen. So why would you want to actually spend the time and effort to build out something in your background that looks really good? Well, first and foremost, having not only the professional camera and lighting, but also the background, it actually creates instant credibility when you look good, when your video appears really professional, or it creates an environment that welcomes people in based on your personality, based on your content. And I'm going to give you 4 different ways today to create that instant credibility, but different approaches, because not everybody should look the same. And so I'm going to give you 4 ways to approach your video studio background. And bonus, there's a link in the description for a free PDF to help you get started with additional ideas. So download that, and that will help you, along with this video, get your studio set up. Now, if you're new around here, please do type new in the comments. I would love to meet you. And if you are new, then you don't know me. Hello, I'm Lori Petrucci from Live Streaming Pros, where we help you create professional live video that is uniquely you. And this video is part of a full studio build out series brought to you by Ecamm, and that link is in the description. After you're done with this video, wait till the end. We have gear and the studio walkthrough, the entire setup process, all of the challenges, all of that fun stuff. So lots for you to dig into when it comes to building out your home video YouTube studio. So let's talk about those 4 ways that you can approach your video studio background. The first way that you can approach your background is an inviting environment. Now, this is more generic than some of the other options I'm going to give you because it can go a bunch of different ways. Think about what you're doing when you're creating videos. You are inviting people into your world, and your background can state very clearly who you are, or just generically welcome them. Here in my background, this is my living room. So this is where I live. This is my home. So when you land on one of my videos, what I'm essentially telling you, without ever saying anything, it's all visual, I'm saying, welcome to my home. You have a place here. You are welcome here, right? So this is the inviting environment. Now, it doesn't have to be your home. It could be, if you do businessy content, you could welcome them into your office or your real estate company or whatever. You can create an inviting environment, whatever kind of content you have. It's a feel. It's rather than things, it's a feel as a whole. Does that make sense? The second type of background approach you can take is personality based. Now, this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the content that you create, but it's more along the lines of you and your personality. Do you like Baby Yoda? Okay, then put Baby Yoda back there. Are you a geek? Put geeky stuff back there. Do you play instruments? Even if you're not playing instruments on your videos, you could put guitars on the wall behind you or on the floor on a stand, pianos, whatever it is that makes you who you are, uniquely you. That is a fantastic way to approach your background because it immediately creates a connection with people who are like-minded. So if they like Baby Yoda too, then they're immediately going to feel connected to you because they like the same things as you. And it won't necessarily turn people away if they don't like Baby Yoda, but it creates that conversation piece. It creates a welcoming environment, but in a different way. Number 3 way that you can approach your video studio background is content specific. So if your videos are about bourbon, then bourbon is in your background, and it creates the environment that immediately tells your audience they are in the right place. If they like bourbon, if they are wanting to hear and learn about bourbon and enjoy bourbon conversations, then guess what? They have landed in the right spot. So that can be actually really powerful. Depending on your content, you may or may not be able to accomplish this, but if you can, this can be a very powerful way to approach your background to immediately connect with your audience. And number 4, nothing in the background except color and light. So this is a very almost generic feeling, yet your personality comes through in it without having to ever set up any pieces, any props, anything. All you need is a color background or a white wall with LED colors. This can go a variety of different ways, but all you're doing in the background is literally putting color back there. So it could be a flat red color behind you, or it could be something with LED lights where you are filling and highlighting different areas of the background just based on those colored lights. Now, a little pro tip here, if you're gonna use colored LED lights, please get video lights specific for video purposes, because that will avoid flicker. And if you just get some generic lights, you might have flicker on the background, and that is pretty annoying for the viewer, and you're not gonna like it either. So that's your little pro tip there. Next up, I'm gonna give you your 3 steps to move forward and actually make progress based on the information you get from this video. But first, I know you might be thinking a couple of things. 1, what exactly do I buy? Well, we have some links to select items that we recommend in the description, so go check those out to get you started. And the second thing I think you might be wondering is, why didn't she mention green screen? Yeah. Green screen can be beneficial, but it is not what I want you to use. It's not recommended for 99% of the people out there, because green screen, while you think it can look really cool, most of the time you're fooling yourself. I'm sorry to tell it like it is. For a regular video background, you have to know what you're doing when it comes to green or blue screen. You need to understand how to light it properly so that you don't look amateur. And you also have to understand what to put in that virtual background so that it doesn't make you look amateur. Again, I have a whole video about green screen that I would love for you to watch. And that link is in the description as well. But that will help you understand why I did not include green screen in this video about your video background. Green screen can be used for some fun, creative ways to engage with your audience. And I also cover that in that video. So go check that out. Now let's talk about your 3-step process that I want you to take right here and now to move forward and take action on today's video. Step number 1, I want you to download that free PDF that I mentioned. It's all about set backgrounds. I gathered a bunch of our students and their backgrounds, befores, afters, costs, ideas and hacks and tricks that they presented for you. And so it's a really great PDF that will help you gather up your ideas, look at different scenarios, understand maybe what it's going to take to accomplish what you're thinking, and then it'll get you moving in the right direction. Step number 2, I want you to choose your approach today. Don't wait too long for this. Look, the truth is, it really doesn't matter, okay? We'll talk about that here in a second, but I want you to go ahead and choose your approach after you've viewed this video and you've downloaded and looked at other people's video studio backgrounds. And then I want you just to make a decision and go forward with it. And step number 3 is to actually build it out. And here's a little pro tip for you. Don't use your eyes when you're actually building out your video studio. you're gonna use the software that you're going to record on or go live in. At a minimum, use your camera, but this is Ecamm Live, and you can see that I can see everything that I've built out. Now, what's directly, what's directly behind here, just off camera, I don't actually want you to see. So I've framed it up so that I'm just looking at what you're looking at, and I don't need to worry about anything on the other side. That's my kitchen. I don't want to have to clean that every day in order to go live or do a video, right? Even though I do clean it, don't worry. Just beyond this frame is my window, and that gets blown out if I allow it on a frame. So use your software. And if you're not familiar with Ecamm Live, this is my favorite Mac live streaming software. It is what I use day in, day out, not only to go live, but also to record videos like this. As you can see, I'm actually recording, and I can do fancy things like add graphics. I can bring on interviews. I can share my screen and do software demos, or look up a website and share that with my audience. Whether you're recording or going live or doing webinars, your ability to take your production to the next level just increased dramatically by using Ecamm Live. And I have a free training series and a free trial for you at this link, and that link is in the description. Now, please, please, please keep in mind, this is not going to be perfect. It didn't start out looking like this day one. If you look at some of my past videos, you can see it bare bones and built over time. It is 100% okay for it not to be perfect right out of the gate. Allow your audience to participate in the build out of your video backgrounds, and that will endear them to you even more, create some loyalty, create some community engagement, and it will not put so much pressure on yourself. This will evolve over time. Once you get it set up, you're going to want to change it at some point in the future, because everybody does. So allow yourself to get out of the perfectionism mode and get into the actual do mode. And if you want to do more, definitely check out this entire playlist, the Build Out series that I have shown the entire process of this studio build out. So I encourage you to go watch this playlist and enjoy even more.